Hey, welcome back to another episode of Soulful Sundays with Madge. If you are new to this channel, my name is Madge and I want to thank you all for supporting the channel. While on this journey with me, we will discuss challenges that come up at different times in our life and how our perspective can be a great tool in helping us to overcome some of these apparent life obstacles. And as always, if you like what you receive, feel free to hit the like button. You can leave a comment below. Ring the bell to subscribe to the channel. This way, each week when I upload, you will receive notification. And you can always email me at askmadge18@gmail.com if you have any questions. So with that being said, we're gonna get into this week's topic, which is fluidity. So when I was thinking about this week and the ability of just allowing life to naturally flow through me and to naturally guide me, being fluid spoke to me. And the definition of fluidity is the ability of a substance to flow easily. And though that sounds so like, oh, just let it flow, what I've realized in my life, and you may have realized in yours too, is that sometimes it's truly not easy to let life just flow through us. It's sometimes easy when we're just going through the flow and life seems to be going natural or everything seems to be good. But when we are feeling tested or we're feeling like something is at risk, I find that that's the time that we need to allow life to flow most, and that's usually the time that we resist. So for the sake of this, I want us to do something. So I was thinking about it like this. So if we open up just like the palm of our hands and open up both, and let's just say that in our hands, we can't see, but let's just imagine that in our hands, it's everything that we value in life. So it's people, it's, the places, our home, our job, like everything, our clothes, our car, whatever gives us comfort and makes us feel like we're complete, or makes us feel like as long as I have this in life, I feel really confident and good about myself. And sometimes we don't feel confident and good about ourselves. We just have comfort in having it, right? So in the palm of our hand is everything that when we wake up every day, knowing that we have this makes us feel pretty much at ease. So I want you now to tighten. So everything that you have, you're holding on to like this because it gives you comfort, right? It makes you feel good. So when you feel like you're being tested or something is at risk of you're losing it, a lot of times what I find we do is we go like this. We want to grip it. We want to hold on really tight, right? Because it's at risk, it's going to leave. And if it leaves, who am I? If it leaves, what am I going to do? So we grip and we hold on. Makes me think of relationships. There was times in relationships where it may have been past its expiration date, but I wanted to hold on tight because who would I be without that relationship? So let me hold on. And a lot of times, ladies and maybe men, you might understand, when you hold on to something past the expiration date, sometimes I find that you have more turmoil in your life or more chaos. And we don't understand quite why, but it's because we're clenching something. We're clenching and we're holding on to things that we believe that if we lose it, there's a possibility that we won't be able to get it back. So we hold on. But what if I told you that life was like, well, I have something great for you. Grab it. But we're holding on. How do we grab something great. We're holding on to maybe something good and maybe something that's not good, but it's all we know. And life wants to give us something. How do we get it when we are holding so tightly on to things in our life out of fear that if we lose it, there will be absolutely nothing that can replace it? Not knowing that maybe if we were just to do this every day, we were able to wake up every morning and we were able to just say, I'm thankful. And list off everything that we're thankful for. I'm thankful that today I woke up to see this in my life. But even if it had to flow out, that I'm going to choose to believe that life is just urging me, giving me a gentle nudge, that it's time to make room for something even better. You know, I can remember a sermon by Sarah Jakes Roberts. Can't tell you what the name of it was or truly what it was about, but I can tell you, I remember she said something that just stuck out so much to me. She said, sometimes in life, we gotta learn to say goodbye to even a good thing to make room for a great thing. And what I liked most about her saying a good thing is because, let's face it, if it's bad, some of the time we have no problem with letting it go. Well, sometimes we want to keep it. But sometimes, a lot of times, we don't have a problem with letting the bad go. We're like, you know what, goodbye. But what if it's good? It's good, but it's just no longer meant to be in our life. That's when it's sometimes hard to say goodbye to a good thing and to trust that the universe will always provide everything that we need. And so that's when we want to hold on because we don't trust. And that's sometimes when troubles happen. We want to hold on past the time of letting it go. So my goal for myself is truly learning how to say, even if it is good and I have to say goodbye to it, and even if it's hard, and even if I don't see the great thing, because a lot of times when we look at our lives, we're looking at it out of sight, out of what's truly in front of us, what we see. But we really have to train our minds as well to have foresight, to not only see what our current condition is, but to train our minds to not always believe that our current condition means that this is what our life is going to look like every day, because it doesn't have to be. So then that's when we're able to release and let life just flow and trust that even if something has to flow out of our life that is good, that we can believe that the reason why it left us is because we needed to create some room. We needed to empty out something, to make room for something even better to flow into us. And if we don't allow whatever we're holding on to naturally take its course to leave, we're going to be holding on to a lot of stuff past its expiration date and wondering why we might feel like life just is not happening the way we want it to happen, or wondering why we are feeling the way we're feeling about people in our lives or circumstances in our lives, why we don't feel as fulfilled as we quite could feel. Because we might just be holding on to what worked in one season, but was it meant to be in the current or the next season? So if we can just learn to even say goodbye to good things and believe that greatness is always on the way, I believe that we can get to a place where we can be more fluid and we can allow life to flow through us. You know, I was thinking about Henry Ford and his quote where he says, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are right. So my thought is, whether we think that things are flowing out of our lives and that life won't replace it with what we need, the universe will support that, and life won't replace it with what you need. Life won't replace what was taken from you with something better. But if we believe that life has removed something to only bring back to us what we need, and that what we need is going to enhance us, it's going to make us better, it's going to make us more fruitful, then life will supply us with that. The universe will support that. So I'm learning, even with myself, and it is a challenge. And this week has been very difficult. I find that week to week, when the messages come to me, I am tested and I am tried to say, am I qualified and am I living the life that I am suggesting for you? And I can tell you that I am. I'm not perfect, but I am. And I too have said goodbye to something very good, because I'm gonna trust that my God is making room in me for something great. And that is the thought that I choose to have, and that is the thoughts that I want you to choose to have in your life as well. So I thank you for supporting me and supporting this channel. And I want to leave you with a quote by William Frederick Book. And it reads, "Learn to adjust yourself to the conditions you have to endure, but make a point of trying to alter or correct conditions so that they are most favorable to you." And that is what I want you to take from this. That even if it is a relationship, a job, a friend, whatever it is that you believe that is in your life and it makes you feel good, that even if it left, that is not your only opportunity. That is not your only relationship. That is not your only job. That is not what defines you. So adjust your conditions, adjust your mind, and believe that greater is He that is within you than he that is in the world, and that you have a special power on the inside of you, and that you can trust that whatever life removes out of your life, that the universe will support you and will provide for you and will give you back exactly what you need and more. But it's up to you to train your mind to believe that. So I thank you, and I want you to have a good week. Bye.